Hello once again, YouTube. This is Bonanza86. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video, but here I am today. Today I want to talk about Megan Fox and how her actions have led to her not being in the next Transformers film. And I couldn't be happier. So here's the thing. Megan Fox is regarded as this sex symbol who is revered by men all over the world. Women want to be her, guys want to screw her brains out. However, with all the praise that the media has been giving her, over the years, it's not something that resonated with me personally. And I know there are some people who can agree with me as well. So, Megan Fox. I didn't really think much of her when she was in the first film. Just, the stereotypical eye candy, love interest. Didn't really do much to progress the film. Because the real stars of the Transformers are Optimus Prime, Megatron, as well as the other Autobots and Decepticons. That's truth. Megan Fox is not the star, even though she's being cast as a star. And it's interesting, too, that, Megan Fox was practically a nobody until Michael Bay told her to wash his car. She washed his car and boom, she became part of a summer blockbuster. Two of them, actually. So, when you go about, like, Megan Fox with the interviews she's put on, there was one interview where she said, I can have men eating out the palm of my hand. And then there was another interview where she said, well, men are dirty. So, these comments that she was, proclaiming, such misandry. That's why I was offended. That's why I was like, Megan Fox, who are you? I mean, you don't really have much of a film resume, and yet there are people comparing you to Angelina Jolie? Seriously? Angelina Jolie can wrap circles around you. She actually has an Academy Award, which she won when you had just become a teenager. So, yeah, this is pretty much a rant. I do not like Megan Fox. I am very pleased that she is not returning to Transformers. There was an interview that happened before she got dropped from the third film. Of course, she said she didn't get dropped from the film. She decided not to return to Transformers. Anyway, the interview, she said that that Michael Bay was like Hitler and Stalin with all his demands. And she said that this was a pretty brazen move on her part. She's basically disrespecting the man who put her on the map, made her a sex symbol, made her known to everybody, made her who she is today. And she has this interview in which she's basically just plain disrespect. Because she's Megan Fox and she can do whatever she wants. Whatever she wants to do. Y'all recall that Rose Boy incident where there was this guy who wanted to give her a rose? You saw that still photo where she basically just walked by as if he wasn't even there? And he got another opportunity to give her that rose. He was 0 for 2. So, to be someone like Megan Fox and not really appreciate the fan base who, who basically, If you don't have a fan base, then what do you have? Particularly the male fan base, that's who you're alienating the most. The male fan base. Because you're saying men are dirty, I can have men eating out the palm of my hand. You're saying things like this, and look what's happened now. I mean, that's karma. That's karma. So, here's what's happened since that interview in which she basically dissed Michael Bay. The people who actually made the Transformers movies, you know, the staff, the working producers, etc., actually made a letter admonishing, I hope that's the right word. Well, basically they said that, you know, Megan Fox screwed up big time, you know, with what she said. And then, you know, Michael Bay intervened and said, you know, no. Megan Fox is just fine. She's a good girl. You know, she knows what she's doing. She's a great asset to the Transformers franchise. And then all of a sudden, May of 2010, Megan Fox will not be returned to Transformers. I was like, yes. And the funny thing about it is, I'm on Facebook constantly. There is actually a group on Facebook, and the group is called "We Will Not See Transformers 3 Unless Megan Fox is in it." That's literally what the group is called. I'll post a link later on. So, as I'm looking at this group, I'm not going to choose to like it, because it's one of those pages where you either like it or you don't like it to, you know, become part of the page. So, one of the posts said, Megan Fox is the heart and soul of Transformers. Let me say that. Let me say that again. Megan Fox is the heart and soul of Transformers. Not Optimus Prime, not Megatron, not Bumblebee, not Starscream, not anybody else. Megan Fox is the heart and soul of Transformers. And there are 46 people, last time I checked, 46 people who agreed with what this particular individual was saying. Think about it for a second. Is that really logical? I didn't think so. I actually have a group of my own as a response to that group. And I formed it last May. I only have 13 people, but hey, you are more than welcome to come aboard and celebrate, because Megan Fox is no longer a part of Transformers because she added nothing to the film. She is expendable. As clearly indicated, they found a completely different girl. She has no acting experience whatsoever. I saw the new trailer. I saw her. I was like, meh. At least it's not Megan Fox. Yeah. Anyway, that's my rant on Megan Fox. I don't like her. She is the epitome of misandry. She is spoiled. She is ungrateful for her success. And it is clearly shown. Because aside from Transformers, what else has she been successful in? Let me see. Jennifer's Body. Box office flop. Oh, but it did win an MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss. You know, I compared the MTV Movie Award to a Razzie dropping a deuce, because that's all it's really worth. Getting off subject, in 2009, Twilight beat Pineapple Express for Best Fight Scene, and then it also beat out The Dark Knight for Best Picture at the MTV Movie Awards. So, if you can have a film like that, of that atrocity winning awards like this, then that just tells you something. MTV Movie Awards isn't worth a damn at all. And Megan Fox, your MTV Movie Award for that kissing scene, whoop-de-doo. What should I care about that? Why should I care about that? Anyway, what else have you done? How to Win Friends and Alienate Others. That was also a box office flop. And last but not least, Jonah Hex. If that's not a box office flop, then what the heck else is? That was probably your worst showing. Your worst showing. Not only was it critically slammed, but it didn't make a single penny at the box office. Barely. Like, I don't know, maybe a few $1,000,000. Compared to Transformers, $300 million domestic for the first film and 400 plus domestic for the second. I'm not even going to factor in worldwide gross because that was a pretty big number too. I'm just factoring in domestic gross. Transformers was all you had. Transformers put you where you are today. And frankly, where has that landed you? In box office flop land. So I hope you're happy, Megan Fox. I know I am, because when July comes and Transformers Dark of the Moon comes out, even though the title is pretty much a blatant rip or close enough to rip off to Pink Floyd as I could possibly imagine. Dark of the Moon. Might as well just call it Dark Side of the Moon. But anyway, yes. No more Megan Fox in Transformers. Let us celebrate. I'm not really much of a drinker, so I'm going to open up a bottle of Welch's juice cocktail, red grape, because that stuff is delicious. And you guys can pop your Cristal, Hennessy, Champagne, wine, Moscato, whatever you like to drink casually. It doesn't matter. I have my drink and you have yours. This is Bonanza 86, signing out.